There's a book that I really want to find. It is an anthology book about people in... I don't know if they're in some kind of like psych ward or if they're all just kind of hurt in some way. But they get together once a week and they tell stories that they've made up. And all the stories are real gnarly. And one of the stories is the only one I really remember is a girl who lives like a Christian sheltered life, wants to go out, but she's not willing to go against her parents, so she gets herself cloned. And if she closes her eyes and focuses, she can see what her clone is doing and feel what her clone is doing. And her clone goes out and starts doing a bunch of drugs, drinking, sex, all that stuff. And she's just like, the girl is at home like feeling it all. And then the clone starts to go overboard and starts to also feel what the original girl's doing. And what the original girl's doing is making it so that she's having problems trying to like get her lifestyle going still. So they both get real angry at one another, tell each other they have to stop. They both disagree to stop because you can't stop when they both are connected. And it ends with them shooting each other. And one of them survives, but the story doesn't end by telling you which one survives. And then a different person starts telling the story. I'm like, I want to know what it is, but whenever I try to Google it, it's just too vague, apparently.
Huh.
Finding old books, I can't ever find old books. No matter how much I Google it.
Kind of hard.
It's so annoying. Because I like young adult novels because they're always so silly. The main characters are just the worst.
It's fair.
One of my favorite books that people hate, and for good reason, but I think they hate it for the worst reason. It's called Almost Perfect. It's a story about a jock guy. He runs track. He's very popular, and he's really into himself. And he meets a girl that's she's really tall, husky voice, and she's not allowed to like do anything in public or go out because her parents won't let her. But then he notices her sister can go out whenever she wants, and she's younger. And he's like, this doesn't make sense. What's going on? And the reveal is that the girl's trans. Mm-hmm. And he's very homophobic. if that's the right word for it. Transphobic? I don't know.
Transphobic. Mm-hmm. I mean, probably both. Transphobic.
And the whole story is really him like coming to terms that he likes trans people. He doesn't like trans people, but he likes a trans girl. And I think this book came out in like 2002, so they put in like the early 2000s problems that trans people were having. Yep. And people were like, this guy's the worst. He's literally a villain. Who would read this? This guy's not the hero of the story. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
I know he's the main character, but that doesn't mean he's the hero of the story.
Also, characters have character arcs. It sounds like he went through a character arc when you get to the end.
No, he does, but then society kind of breaks both of them down, so they both revert back to them. It's a very sad ending where she stops pursuing her transition.
Kind of sad.
But a lot of people
definitely see why that would have been like an early 2000 like plot though, an ending.
Yeah, people were like really mad at the author for writing the book, and they were like, why would you write this when you know nothing about it? He's like, well, it was supposed to be in the perspective of somebody who knows nothing about it.
Yeah.
And the author, whenever I looked up his interviews, he did his research. And he was very respectful in the interviews from what I could read, because most of the interviews were like newspaper articles.
Yeah, I do feel like if you didn't live through that time, like you really, like younger people really don't understand like how little we were allowed to be seen. So like that story was a lot to a lot of people probably, but to like new like queer kids, that's probably not enough. I see that a lot. Like people are mad at the Legend of Korra because they didn't kiss. That's like, guys, that was before they were allowed to do that.
Yeah, they got a lot in
Like,
there without that.
You need to calm down about being mad about it.
Like, it was a legitimate
Like
thing,
that was
I know.
fucking huge.
It was a legitimate thing I know in books, and I think it also transferred over into film, that like the only way you could publish a story that had like
Was it the
people
Hays
of the same
Code?
gender, possible, but it's like either like they couldn't end up together at the end. Either they had to split and go with like a
Men.
heteronormative thing,
Or they had one of them
someone
or
had
both
to
had to
die.
die.
Yeah, which is where Bury Your Gaze comes from.
Yeah.
But that was like the only way it could happen.
Yeah, there was a book from the 50s, 60s called The Price of Salt. They made a movie called Carol, that was based on it. That was very subversive for the time because neither of them died. And neither of them ended up with a man, even though they weren't actually together at the end, but it was like a hopeful ending. And they got away with that. But that was like huge.
Yeah.
1952.
I read it. It's a very good book. But yeah, that was really pushing the envelope.
Yeah. It's very rare for a book that's like 70s and before to be good.
It's really good though. I really enjoyed it. And the movie's very good too.
Yeah, I like the guy who wrote Almost Perfect. I like his books because he always writes books where his main characters, they're far from perfect, and even to the point where they're like, they just won't be perfect in any way. His other book is called I can't remember. I can't never remember. That's like Matches on Fire or something like that, where instead of the character being like a jock who's popular and decent with the ladies, it's a very ugly guy who is not good with anybody. And then a girl who was disfigured in a fire as a child starts giving him some attention, and it really goes to his head. And he is like, we're both ugly. We can do this. And then they start getting closer and closer to the point where they get intimate. She takes off her clothes, and she was only burned from the neck up. And she's in the book fine. The best way to put it. She's very attractive from the neck down because the fire hasn't affected her in any way down there. And he immediately like, he just goes off the deep end because he's like, she's not actually ugly.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, this fucking guy is the worst.
Yeah, I mean, characters don't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be like morally pure. And I see that a lot now. Like everything has to be like wrapped up in a perfect bow. All of the characters have to be perfect all the way down, and it has to have a happy ending. And that is the only way that people will like it. And it's just like, we don't need that all the time.
No, you're allowed to have.
We need to stop like tearing apart stories that aren't like that.
I do need to reread that one though, because I read that when I was 12. So if I read it now, I'll probably see it in a way different light.
Oh, probably. Some things really don't age well.
I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I like books that don't age well because I'm like, oh, good. Books that told the plot, or what's the word? The message is exactly what it was supposed to be. And now that we're all older, we understand that message.
Yeah.
Me reading books at 12, I was like,
that's a good way to look at it.
I read so many books between the ages of 9 and 15 that I don't think I ever paid attention to what they were about.
Yeah, I also had that same problem.
I was also grounded between the ages of 9 and 15. So all I had to do was literally go to the library, get 20 books, read them all in a week, and then start again.
Yeah. Yeah, reading was definitely my escapism from like middle school to through high school.
Mm-hmm.
I could barely sit down and read now unless it's a comic or a webtoon.
Oh my god, same. It's so hard. I tried to join a book club so I could read, and I did not pick that book up, and I feel so bad.
Yeah, that's truly the only thing I like actively read is fanfic.
Same.
Which
is wild, because I can read like a 300 chapter fanfic, but can't read a fucking book.
Oh.
The silly part about my reading habits is I own like $700 worth of books. And
Same.
and they're not books that I've had for a while. I bought $100 worth of books last week.
Listen, buying books and reading books are two different hobbies.
I'm legitimately buying a new bookshelf because I can't fit my books on my old one.
Yeah.
My old one also fully fell apart when I took the books out. Like, the books were the foundation of my bookshelf.
Oh no!
Yeah. I took the D&D books out, and I literally watched the insides crumble inward. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
It was a 3x3 like open space, and now it has just 2 like shelves that will not hold book weight.
Oh no. Yeah, you need a new shelf for sure.
Yeah. Just need my office to be done. My sister finished everything up, and then she looked around and said, we need to put baseboards around the room because it's kind of open. And I was like, yeah, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Oh, actually, I need to send you this book recommendation that I got from, because Google gives me like TTRPG and book articles. I think you might like this one that's coming out. Noelle said the author's really good. She read another one of his books. And it's called You Weren't Meant to Be Human.
Oh.
It's aliens. Aliens.
This grotesque adult horror explores unwanted pregnancy through the parasitic terror of leech and brainworms, screaming with trans rage as queer and reproductive rights erode. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd probably read that.
Apparently, it's the aliens are worms that get into you. And they turn you into something not human.
Me and Danny have some wild books in our repertoire, such as Playground.
Yes. I actually mostly liked that book.
There are 2 chapters that are very unnecessary.
Oh yeah, I absolutely. I didn't know if I needed to know anything, so I skimmed. Definitely didn't need to know any of that.
I skipped the porn bits.
Yeah, I did too. That was. Ugh.
Actually,
I mean, it's supposed to be gross.
I didn't
That's what
skip
the author
first
does.
one because I was literally driving, and I was
no!
I was like, help me! I can't get my earbuds out.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Because I had wireless earbuds, so I can't just take them out and put them somewhere.
Oh no! And I know exactly the one you're talking about. That's awful. I'm sorry.
Help me! I read that. I listened to that whole book on my way home and then I stopped, looked at Audible, and I got How to Eat Fried Worms as like a palate cleanser.
Yeah, that author, like, the intent of his books is like gross out.
Yeah, to freak people out.
So, yeah, like there's a lot of books that I cannot read from him.
Oh,
like The Slob or Son of the Slob. I cannot.
90% of
even
his
try.
books are not great, but child murder I'm into. Oh my god, I'm recording. I'll leave it in.
I mean, it was pretty good, but I did notice that he kind of it did seem like he kind of was running out of ideas towards the end.
Oh, for sure.
I was like, is this all this fire? Is this necessary?
He for sure was like halfway done. He's like, I might have put too many kids in this book.
Yeah, there was a lot of fire, and the fire was used for the same reason like 3 times. I was like, you could have.
I think I
could
remember
have thought of something different.
They were
I think
talking about making a movie, and I was like, the movie will only work
Ooh,
if they if they make the kids 16 to 18, and the actors are in their like 20s or 30s.
Yeah, that's not gonna work out.
You can't use 11-year-olds.
Yeah, the scene on the front, one of the kids is like 6.
Yeah, that's the kid who was already abused, so he was already broken. Yeah. There's also the scene where the big kid used a girl as a surfboard so he can get down the razor
That's the one I was
wire.
talking about. That's the one I was talking about, and the little girl's like 6. So
yeah,
that was wild. It wasn't razor wire, it was saw blades.
Saw blades.
Yeah.
The
razor wire, I think, was like when they were going down the first slide.
Yeah, he skateboarded down.
Yeah, that was really fucked up. His dad was a shithead though.
Oh, yeah, I think his dad literally went insane once his wife died.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he just Mads is like, I'm not reading this book.
Yeah, no, like I already heard like a couple murmurings of it, and I was like, oh, I don't think I can. And with those details, I absolutely don't think I can.
No, no, probably not. It was pretty good. It was better than I was expecting.
It's weird that it was well written.
Yeah. Other than like those 2 chapters.
Yeah.
Really not that well written and unneeded.
Yeah,
but
I think they were there for shock factor for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They were literally just sex scenes with a very old lady.
Oh.
And
a very disgusting old lady.
With a guy who was not willing.
Oh.
And yeah.
And then her fall of mirrors. Which you just don't need to know.
Another person that was unwilling, and she like has no personal hygiene.
Oh.
Back to the game. Our chill game that was
Anyway,
play. I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this day.
Yeah, you're gonna cut that whole chunk.
You should keep that part and then put it on a Patreon. Listen to what we talk about when I cut things out.
I've been tempted to start a second channel where I specifically just upload the raw footage without any editing.
Incredible.
We talk about so many random things.
Yeah, they're like, this 30-minute video he uploaded, but he has like a 6-hour footage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I'm going to do that for Final Fantasy. Because for Final Fantasy, we have almost 14 hours of footage already, and we're not even at the Akalania Temple.
It's just us talking shit about so many things.
Yeah, that's not even halfway, are you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I got to the point where I have to grind. Like, Mads is watching me not kill anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
I spent the first third of the game literally one-shotting everything because I was strong enough. And then the next part, I was just like, I can't kill anybody. And like Titus and Waka are missing.
Yeah.
And they're not.
My God.
The whole thing
I think
is accuracy.
Yeah, I think for me, when I hit that point, was the stupid field, like that open fucking field. Hate that place.
The Calm Lands. The Calm Lands is the hardest part of the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because that was like a steep, like challenge, like curve, like
Yeah.
you're coasting, and then it's like, oh, this is hard now.
Yeah, you fight one of the hardest bosses in the game, and then you fight enemies that are just as hard as the boss.
No. That
And,
sucks.
was
and then
fucking rough.
they catch you in something where you have to go. You can buy weapons that have the capture feat, which means now you have to go out and kill enemies with the weapon that captures them. Which means you go back and fight everything again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds tedious though.
It's very
Oh,
tedious.
yeah.
The only reason to do
Very.
it is to catch specific creatures so you can get alternate bosses. And if you kill them, you get items that are limited in the game, like X potions or Mega Phoenix Downs. But it's worth it if you have the time.
Also worth it if you just really need to grind. It gives you something to try to
Something to
make a goal for, you know? Instead of just, oh my god, I wish I wasn't doing this. Why am I doing this?
All right. Are you done? Are you done with your writing for tonight?
Kinda. Those two guys kinda reminds me of this video I saw online.
It involved a cup.
No.
I would prefer if you didn't start fantasizing.
It's a video of a wolf pup playing with a baby tiger. It's nice to see friendships that grow in unlikely circumstances.
Oh, that video.
What? What video did you think I was talking about?
You know. Never mind.
You...
I was just joking.
Please don't do jokes. You're really bad at it.
It's not my fault. They were just talking about porn.
They were literally just talking about this. Anyway, it was a pretty interesting and productive night.
Oh man, the three of us should start a podcast.
We should. It'd be great.
We could.
The theys and thems. We have
They, them, and Michael.
They, them, and Michael. Like, we got a straight, just a normal, what are they called? Straight
Cis.
man.
Yep.
We have a simp. And we have somebody who wants nothing to do with it.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm dead center, and then you two are on opposite ends.
Yep.
And what are they going to talk about? Probably video games and just talking mad shit.
Absolutely. I'm sorry.
Or a
Speaking
book
of
about
books,
killing kids.
have you guys heard of or read Dungeon Crawler Carl?
Dungeon Crawler Carl. Sounds familiar.
I don't think so.
That's
my
the first
sister
thing that
recommended
pops up. Whoa, that's actually nuts. I hate that. Phone,
What?
stop. Look, I'm a D&D guy. You expect me to have Googled the word dungeon before. The first thing that came up was Dungeon Crawler Carl.
It's listening to you.
Well, that's
Your
something-
FBI agent was like, here, let's just.
You
He
know.
was struggling with the other books, trying to find the ones that are super old. We'll just give him this one.
It's on Audible.
Yeah, it
A man,
starts out.
his ex-girlfriend's cat, and a sadistic game show unlike anything in the universe. A dungeon crawl where survival depends on killing your prey in the most entertaining way possible. In a flash, every human erected construction on Earth, from Buckingham Palace to the tiniest of sheds, collapses in a heap, sinking into the ground. The building and the people inside have all been atomized and transformed into the dungeon. 18th level labyrinth filled with traps, monsters, and loot. A dungeon so enormous, it circles the entire globe. Only a fair... Hey! Get away from that paper. You're making noises. Be gone, thought. Only a few dare venture inside, but once you're in, you can't get out. And what's worse, each level has a time limit. You have but days to find a staircase to the next level down, or it's game over.
It sounds like Caleb's Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Yeah. Ooh, I have a credit. And purchase.
It is pretty solid. I feel bad that it doesn't hold my attention very well, but that's honestly almost any book.
13 hours long.
But it's, I think there's like 5 books in the series, and my sister said it gets better as it goes.
I wanted to get back into
Interesting.
Artemis Fowl because I really liked him as a kid. Artemis Fowl is only in Spanish on Audible.
That's
No.
wild.
That is wild.
I remember really liking it because it's just a book about a 10-year-old who's like kidnaps a fairy, and then it escalates to him, quote unquote, not falling in love with said fairy, but they should, because the book takes it takes over like.
Was that your first ship?
Yeah. Because the series takes over like it's like 15 years from the first book to the last book. And
Oh my god, did I not finish it? Or do I just not remember it?
You probably don't remember it. Like, they don't do anything romantic, but they're very close. He loses an eye and she gives hers.
Yeah, but she's like a whole ass adult for a fairy, I believe, right?
Yeah, but she's also a fairy, so age doesn't really matter until the human's an adult.
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
from what I know, the first couple of books are from him between the ages 10 to 16, and he's just doing straight up crime. And then they start getting into more like, they start actually conversing with one another and caring about each other when he's like an adult.
yeah, supernatural characters, that gets iffy. Like vampires. They're like 200 years old.
Twilight.
Yeah. It's
Oh boy.
Hey, they did really well in Twilight distracting people from the Edward Bella thing whenever they made it the Jacob baby thing.
Okay, but that was at the very end.
That took over that.
That's why
Like,
nobody remembered. They were like, oh my god, the age, that's a baby!
I mean, a lot of people now go back and they're like, why are you still into 17-year-olds? Like, it's been a while. Like, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's supposed to be that they don't really mentally age.
Well,
He's very much immature as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're screwed. What was it? I remember being a kid. Even now, I am. I'm like 2 steps away from being asexual. I don't care. Which that's been me my entire life. So when I'm watching Twilight and he's like, I've imprinted on your daughter, my brain went, oh, he wants to protect her.
That would have been a lot better.
Because I thought imprinting
they
was
were
like
supposed to.
because I was told that soulmates don't need to be romantic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like they say in the explanation of like he'll be whatever she needs, a friend, a protector, what have you.
Right, but also the implication is that when she's old enough, that
it'll be
relationship's
more
gonna
than that.
change.
Yeah, that's
So
weird.
I've also
But
learned
a lot
I like
of-
to argue people about like Steven Universe because
God.
Because I like to argue with people about that show, specifically when the people who say that fusion equals sex.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I was like,
That's
it can't.
not-
I was like, guys, you can't.
No.
And they're like, it was that intimate. I was like, well,
No.
Steven fuses with his dad, guys.
Yeah.
It
That's-
can't be sex. I'm sorry. Unless
Yeah.
Friends.
is
See,
it
they're
a
trying
Disney
to
show?
seriously simplify it into. It can't be simplified that much.
However,
It can't.
It can now if it's a Disney show. Is it a Disney show?
No. No.
Because
It
did
was
you
just
see?
It was Cartoon Network.
Ah, that makes
Right?
sense. Because did you see what Disney accidentally did?
What did they do?
They did that. Oh, they're roommates for a bunch of siblings.
Oh.
Because somebody doesn't know what that meme means.
Uh-oh.
And they were like, and they were roommates, and they were roommates, and they were
No.
roommates, and people were like,
Oh,
guys,
no.
guys, what? Do you know what that
Stop.
means?
Oh no.
That's the implication that
okay.
they're gay for each other, not that they're literally roommates.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wild. I'm sure they took that down real fast.
Did you guys ever see the show? It was like Life with Derek, and the two main characters
Yes.
were supposed to be like step siblings, but like
Yeah.
the
They had to
chemistry
cancel
between
it.
them, yeah, it was bad.
Didn't they start dating after the
I
show was
think
like
so.
got
I think the
canceled?
actors did.
Yeah.
And they were
I don't-
roommates.
They brought that energy to set.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
It was
that
bad.
I guess the show didn't really know what to do with that, and they were like, "Oh, we can't have this."
Mm-mm.
Speaking of Steven Universe, I've been getting a lot of posts on Pinterest, and my God, I forgot how that fandom was. They have the worst fucking takes on everything. It's just, I'm like, did you watch this show? Also, it's a kid's show. You need to calm down.
Funny enough, I've never watched the show. I've only ever seen clips.
I didn't finish it. I've been meaning to, but like I watched a lot of it, and
I've seen a
like
couple
the
episodes
amount
here
of
and there.
people that I see still after all of this, after the whole show, that's like, well, Pearl never loved him. She just takes care of him because of Rose. It's like, what? What are you on?
She doesn't love him. She only cares about him because of who he is.
Yeah. What the fuck? And then because they made the decision to show like Rose's development backwards, like everybody is like, Rose is the most evil person in the galaxy, and she's the worst person on this show. And it's like, no. Why are we forgetting about the beginning? Like how she ended. Why are you being mad at her? Like for shit that she did so long ago and then realized was wrong and then tried to fix it. Like,
Because what you did in your
Please.
past is who you are.
That's not how people
Wild.
develop, Danny. They're guilty forever.
It's kind of like how this whole conversation started, where people don't like character development. You are what you are.
I've also seen a lot of shit takes on Legend of Korra. I know you don't like Korra, and that's fine. But like,
I like the
thing
show.
about
She's a good character.
yeah, okay, so the thing that people are mad at is like, oh well, she broke the line to the avatars. It's like she didn't do that. It got ripped out of her. Like that's not her fault. And also, they're like, she's the worst avatar ever. She's so evil. And it's like, Avatar. Can we talk about Avatar Roku, who let his friend commit genocide? And he just didn't want to stop him?
They were roommates.
Like, please?
Yeah, for me, Korra, I do think is the worst avatar, but not because they purposely were doing like bad shit, or they did the best they could. They just were dealt a really bad hand for like 2 years.
Oh, absolutely. And like her upbringing was the people that decided that isolating her from the world and like teaching her how to fight, and that was it, and then throwing her into a situation that's like, oh, go learn politics. It's like, what do you expect from this girl? Like, she has no social skills because you didn't teach her any.
It was funny that like she literally was brought up to teach, and she was told she was a prodigy. She's literally the character's like, I was told I was a genius my whole life, and then the moment I went out in the public, I discovered there's a lot stronger people than me.
Yeah.
Everyone's so much better than, like, she just joins that like sports thing, and she finds out she's not good at bending.
Yeah.
Because she's going up against people who are training her, which means they're going light.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
And like, it's not her fault. Like, first of all, she's a teenager. Second of all, she has no coping mechanisms or social skills because they didn't teach her any. Like, She really is doing the best she can.
I do think that it's her that she fucked up by not closing the spirit portals, because spirits in that world are bonkers. Like there's some good spirits, but 90% of the spirits that show up, they're like super evil and problems.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was the problem that led to the end, like this next one. But I mean,
people don't know what's caused the end, but people who have like deep dived into all the books, all the shows, and then they go into the pictures that they've actually given, and you see like spirit vines wrapping themselves around nature in the real world. They're like, spirit vines are corrupting everything, man. It's got to do something with spirits. And I'm like, we won't know until we find out.
Yeah, I mean, it was like supposed to be like a good ending that they could have harmony and stuff, but it.
One person had a theory that they were making a new show, and then they decided to just slap the avatar.
Oh, that was Caleb.
Yeah, just slapped it on there. I was like, let's do this. Which I'm like, it could work, I guess. Boruto that shit.
Yeah.
Boruto honestly makes me mad because so much of Naruto was like, oh my god, all these people hate me for reasons I can't control, and I just want them to love me. And then they kind of succeed at that. And then they have kids, and then they're shitty parents. And I'm like, no, you weren't gonna do that. You would have loved your child. What are you doing?
Yeah. Also, I never understood why they kept going with like that Sakura and Sasuke relationship. Like that was never a thing. And by the end, like Sakura didn't even she couldn't stand him.
They did Sakura
like,
so dirty.
She was down when she was like, let's kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did read that the creator of Naruto, like he created Sakura, and then he was surprised that people hated her. So he like did a bunch of changes to her character, and then people still hated her more. So then he tried to change her more. So and then people still didn't like it because he was just changing things that were just bad. He just kept going downhill.
It turned out that the creator of the manga was straight up fighting with the creator of the anime because they're two separate things, and because they don't have any say of what happens with the anime in the long run. The manga was like, Sakura's great, and then the anime guy in charge hated Sakura, which is why Sakura comes across as who she is. And I personally, I'm like, Sakura is pretty dope. She has no sun or moon powers or Rinnegan. She just got hands. And they're like,
really good control of her chakra.
And they're like, she also has that thing on her forehead. I was like, yeah, she had to work for that shit.
Yeah. And she's like the best healer ever, and she was fucking strong since like the beginning, like chapter 1. She was strong as fuck.
That's it. Okay, there's some really good fanfics where like they will give her the wood powers, the Mokuton, and I'm just like, yes, she's even better. It's great. Fanfics.
Yeah, I didn't get too far into the anime. Like I know of things that happened. Like I know of things that happened, and I watched past. Like the the tournament?
The Chunin
thing. Yeah,
so you got like 40 episodes in?
No, I got maybe I got further than that, but like it was in middle school, so maybe I'm just like blanking on the rest of it that I watched.
Were you in the woods, or were you during the tournament fight?
No, I think I finished the tournament.
Yeah,
and then I saw like random episodes, like way down the line.
Boruto is weird because the story can be good, but they broke the record for the most filler episodes in between official episodes by hitting like 98 filler episodes and then going right back into the main story.
Jesus.
And people were like, literally, this show has been going for 2 years, and there hasn't been a main episode because it's an episode per week.
Yeah, Naruto was bad about that. There's literally like, because my niece was really into it and she got me to watch a little bit more, but she gave me a list of like, okay, these are the ones that you just don't have to care about. Just go after this and then watch these and then skip a bunch of these. Like,
yeah, because
like,
in Naruto, there were, it was mostly in Shippuden. They had filler episodes that introduced characters that would show up in the main story in like the last 2 arcs. Like the Jinchuriki of, I think, the 7 tails shows up, and then he kind of, they help him, they protect what he needs to protect, they keep him safe, and then he goes on his way, and then he shows up dead at the end of the show.
Damn.
He doesn't just show up dead, he shows up dead, and you're supposed to be like, no! But if you don't watch the filler, you're like, who the fuck is that?
Dude, I tried really
what...
hard to finish Shippuden. I got to where everybody got captured in the tree, and then they started doing the weird dreams, and I was like, oh no, I'm losing interest.
Honestly, I did skip those episodes. They're not necessary because once they're out of the dreams, none of them talk about what they saw.
That's wild.
Amazing.
Wouldn't you think that that's something that a filler episode like would like go into because it's a filler episode?
No, those weren't filler. Those were official episodes because that was the goal of Sasuke. Sasuke was literally actually that was the goal of Madara, and then Madara turned into Kaguya, the fucking god, and then Sasuke was like, actually, I think we're gonna finish what Madara started.
Yeah, it really irritates me in any shows that like something big like that happens and then nobody talks about it ever again. Like, guys, can you sit down and have a conversation, please?
That's what happened to you.
At least in Boruto, let there be like a giant ass tree just like out there that people visit. To be like, this happened. What annoys me about Boruto is like it's like a 20-year time skip, and all of the kids are like, our parents are so lame. I'm like, you wanna be ninjas, you gotta know about the Great Ninja War.
You have to know what they've done.
Where they all work together to fight one of the first leaders of the Leaf Village.
Yeah.
Who turned into a god. Which is crazy. And I will say Naruto would be a better parent. However, they do show in the show, he's exhausted.
Yeah.
He's like, huh? I got this. He has like 100 shadow clones, where they're like, yeah, he could do thousands. He's like, yeah, but he has 100 always.
That's wild.
He does fuck up a little bit. There's an episode where he's like, I'll make it to your birthday party, I promise. And he does. He's carrying the cake, and then he disappears because he sent a shadow clone.
Oh shit!
And he got so tired that his shadow clone started to disappear.
Damn.
And in his mind, he had to be like, which shadow clone has to disappear? So he chose the one that was at the birthday party. Because all the other shadow clones were on important business.
Damn. That sucked.
And I think that's when Boruto first met Sasuke, because he literally ran to the door and ran right into Sasuke. And Sasuke was like, you can't leave, I gotta talk to your mom and you. And he's like, fuck off! I don't even know who you are! So Sasuke just like punches him.
Yeah. He's still a piece of shit.
Yeah. Sasuke's actually really chill in Boruto, which is hilarious to me. He's just a dad who's like, I don't know how to parent, but do you want me to carry you? And the daughter's 12, and she's like, no. He's like, do you want a toy? And she's like, no, just hang out with me. He's like, okay. Have you learned any cool jutsus lately?
Oh my god.
Sasuke's
Worst
very,
dad vibes.
He's very funny. And then there's Naruto who's like, huh? I'll never understand the idea of like 30 years is nothing to me. I'm like, you still have to live 30 years. That takes
I guess
forever.
I guess it's like, you know, when you were in school when you were younger, and then it felt like you were in school for fucking ever because time just felt like it moved really slow. And then you get to a certain age, and then it's like beating by, like you blink and it's almost the end of the school year. And then you get older, and then it's like you feel like you missed months, even though you know you lived it.
I don't know.
You're like, how the hell did I get this long?
I don't know if that's ever happened to me. I'm hyper focused all the time, which means I like, and my memory is, I say it's too good, even though I have a shit memory. But like my memory is too good where I'm like, I remember every passing second.
No. For me, I think my ADHD is just like time is soup. Like I can't.
It's also kind of like my friends are like, you ready for your 30s? It's probably going to pass by in a blink of an eye. I was like, probably not. Do you know how long it took me to get to this age? A decade.
Yeah.
It took me a decade to get to 20. It took me a decade to get to 30. It's taking forever. My God.
When you're taking in like new stimuli and things, like you're very focused on every part of it. And then I think the more familiar with it you get, the more of it your brain kind of just cuts out. Like how you can get used to a sensation of something. You don't notice like the feeling of your clothes after a while for a lot of people. So I think that's kind of how it goes. If it's like you hit that point where it's like, oh yeah, no, I've done school so many years in a row now. So much of this is just the same over again. So that's why it feels like it's going so much faster.
Yeah.
Or
I also realized that it could just be depression. That could be part of it.
Also, I think a fun example of how to describe how I see it is whenever you guys see me tell my Michael stories, and I specifically go, yeah, back in 2016. Like, I know the year of when things happened.
See, I can't do that. Like, I can't, like, do specific dates at all.
I can do...
I'm like, that happened when I was, like, 6. Maybe I was 10. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sometime when I was little.
I'll remember I'll be like, okay, I was in this grade, so that means I was this age maybe, and like do the math of it. But my brain is very much like, okay, I'm holding on to all of the things that are important right now, and then the moment those things are no longer important, they're just fucking gone.
It's like SpongeBob, you throw it in the fucking trash in your brain. Yeah, I know the feeling.
One of my favorite depictions of like somebody who lives a long time and they're essentially immortal is the TV show Sandman. I don't know if any of you all watched it.
I have not watched it.
Sandman makes a bet with death that if somebody were immortal, they would get bored and want to die at some point. So they choose like a drunken man who's like, I'll take the deal. And he wakes up and he's like, okay, you're a bunch of crackheads anyways. And then 100 years pass and Sandman shows up. He's like, how do you feel? He's like, pretty good. I realized I wasn't aging about a couple of years after meeting you all. And then I just didn't age, and now things are changed. He's like, do you want to die? He's like, no. And then he's like, I'll see you in a century. He comes back in a century. He's like, Sandman, I haven't seen you forever. He's like, hi. Do you want to die? He's like, no, I'm having a great time. And then it's century after century after century. And then Sandman like sits down and he's like, do you want to die? He's like, no. He's like, why not? It's like, I don't know. And the guy's just like, I don't know if you've noticed, the world's constantly changing around me, so I never get bored.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that history keeps repeating itself, and it does. But the world is still constantly changing. 200 years ago, people were dying of polio. And now I'm playing a video game. And I was like, that's what I think immortality would be like. Or be having like centuries of... You'd be like, you live centuries and centuries. You're like, yeah, those centuries took forever to get here. But...
Yeah.
I remember the Black Plague.
I think, what is it? Freerun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does a fairly good job. I haven't watched like 2 episodes. But like the way that she plans things of just like, yeah, no, I got all the time in the world. I can go here and I can do that and I can circle back for this thing and it'll be great. But then like coming back 50 years later and being like, oh my god, humans, you're dying. You're old.
Yeah, because I think the whole point of her story is that like she is very antisocial to the point where she didn't care about hanging out with other people. So whenever they would pass away, she'd be like, that's sad. But then she actually met her adventuring party, fell in love with one of them without knowing that's what she felt, and then he died, and she was like, fuck.
Yep.
I can't get that time back. So the whole series, like season 1 is her paying more attention to what's going on and her still being somewhat upset that she's like, oh no, the person I'm teaching is 20 years older. I really gotta pay more attention. I don't know how much time passes. I just know she starts as like, the girl with the purple hair starts at like 8 years old. And then the priest dies. The dwarf is getting close to death. And she's a whole adult whenever they're still traveling. To the point where the girl with purple hair is like, can we go? And she's like, but we haven't done anything yet. It's like, exactly. Let's get a move on.
I only got limited time.
I think there was an episode where she's like, I'm going to leave you. I want to learn from you, but I'm going to leave if you keep making me stay 5 years in every village learning about flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what do you mean? It's like, I don't have the time. I don't have it.
What show's that?
Freerun.
It's an anime.
Frieren. It's fairly slice of life. It's kind of fun. It takes place after the world has been saved.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play an elf that treats everybody like a pet, but like, I love you all so much, and I'm gonna die when you all die, but then I'll get a new human.
I was gonna say, for a second there, you were describing a character we already know. And you don't like that character.
I don't. However, I'm not treating you as a pet. I'm treating you as like, you're going to die like you would treat a dog is going to die. Like, I'm going to love you forever. I will get over it though. I'm not gonna lie. You'll be a good memory, but that's also one thing that people are like, you won't like being immortal. All your family members will die at some point. I'm like, yeah, my family's gonna die anyways, even if I'm not immortal. And I need to make sure that, like, with a normal life, I need to make sure that doesn't break me. Being immortal, I should be fine. Unless my great grandkid is like, I'm 95. And I'm like, this is a bummer.
No.
But I'm also going to become celibate after a few hundred years. Purely because there's too big of a risk.
Wow, Data Bella's dad again.
Everyone's gonna be so much younger than you.
Yeah.
They're all gonna look like children.
I'm gonna go on YouTube. Are there any other immortals? Let's start a podcast. Let's have the longest running podcast. Okay.
This reminded me. So of the things that we sell at work,
Sex
we do
robots?
also almost. We do
Oh.
sell like lube and vibrators and condoms and things.
Ew.
Yeah, and it's usually like every now and again I have to help out with the online orders. And like the other month, I found out that we also sell cock rings because someone ordered them online and I had to go get it.
I'm so sorry. They should have come and got it themselves.
It was so because the packaging is fairly discreet. It looks really normal. Um, and then I was looking at it. 'Cause it was like not latex, but it was like rings for men. And I was like, oh, someone got one of those like rubber wedding rings. But the picture on the box, like the ring covered multiple fingers, and I was like, oh, oh no.
Oh me, oh my.
And I was like, that's, not how I thought I would learn that we sell something like this.
Gotta get out of the Lego aisle every now and again.
Oh, I'm sorry. You had to find out that way.
I went and told my boss, and I was just like, can you believe? And he was like, no.
Here at Target.
Why would you order that online at Target?
You don't know.
By that point, just have it sent to your house.
Oh my god. Go to a sex store.
Target has a sale.
One of the ones I worked at had 2 floors, and so there was an elevator inside. And there was one day I got in the elevator, and there was an open vibrator box in there, and someone had taken the vibrator out.
Oh no!
And I was like, I hate this sometimes.
God, people are.
Yeah.
I remember the stories about like the theater people would talk about when 50 Shades came out. I was just like, how are people so nasty? Like,
I would not.
Jesus Christ.
It's like the stories that like the fitting room attendants tell. I'm like, oh, no.
I remember people talking about the whole 50 Shades thing, and I watched 50 Shades. I was like, this is not that
not
sexy.
good.
It's not that sexy.
No, and the book is not good. Like, it's not. It's horrible.
It's Twilight fanfic, and it's badly written Twilight fanfic, and there's better fanfiction out there that covers the same kind of stuff.
It's also incredibly horrible depiction of BDSM.
Yes.
Like, really, really bad.
Yes.
I've been getting a lot of Twilight stuff on my TikTok For You page for some reason. Specifically, Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The werewolf?
No, the himbo
No,
vampire.
Rosalie's
Elliot?
husband.
Yeah.
Damn. There we go. Okay.
I was like, is this my Twilight persona? What's happening? Is it because I'm the only jock in the group?
It kind of made a comeback a little bit because people were like, yeah, it's really fucking bad, but maybe we can make it better.
I personally really enjoy the Twilight movies. In a non-ironic way. They're just so silly.
They are silly.
I just hate that it was all the dream ending.
Oh, yeah. That battle scene?
That was wild.
And none of it happened. Here's what happens to you.
She saw the future.
It wasn't a dream, it was a vision.
Hey, a vision is just a dream that hasn't happened yet.
You know what? Fair enough.